Just I want you to repeat this mantra. I can speak, I will speak, I should speak, I must speak. I will not stop till I stop, till I continue speaking and getting mastery over speaking. Today I am going to give you some strategies for mastering fluency, how to improve our speaking abilities. Now there are two aspects we have to concentrate on. One is fluency, the other is accuracy. What do I mean by fluency? Fluency is the ability to talk freely without stopping on the way, like you talk your mother tongue. You don't stop, you continuously keep talking, keep rattling off. Similarly, you should be able to talk in English also like that. What do I mean by accuracy? When you speak, it is not enough you speak fluently, you also have to be correct in your grammar. You should not make grammar mistakes. Now it is very difficult for us to manage both at the same time. So what shall we do? Today we will be focusing on what we call fluency. Will I be able to talk? Will I be able to talk English like I talk my mother tongue? Now this is the challenge before us. And I tell you, you will be able to talk good English. You can, you must, you will, you should. So be brave and go ahead and think of great peoples like Abdul Kalam or Shivan. Abdul Kalam came from a small village school and he rose to the height of being the President of India, and he was one of the top scientists in the world. I want to share a little story with you. There was a minister who was invited to give a convocation address, and he did not know how to speak for nuts. And so always he asked his secretary to prepare his speech for him, and he will go and read the speech at the public forum. He asked his secretary, I want you to prepare a speech for 5 minutes, please do it for me. So he took the speech, went and gave the convocation address. Of course he read it. People stood up and there was a standing ovation. They went on clapping for 5 minutes. He was very thrilled and he wanted to share this joy with his secretary. So he went and told her, you know, they all liked the speech today, so hereafter write speeches like this. But there is one doubt I have. You know, I asked you to write a speech for 5 minutes, but it went on for 10 minutes. What happened? Please don't do like that hereafter. If I tell you 5 minutes, you have to write a speech only for 5 minutes. The secretary said, Sir, sorry, I wrote a speech only for 5 minutes. I had kept a copy of the speech. So what the minister had done was, he read the speech over twice again. And the funniest part of it is, his listeners were not been listening, and so they did not even know that he was repeating it twice, and they clapped, and everybody was happy. Very often what happens is, when you're talking, people don't listen. So forget the people who are in front of you and go ahead. I want to share one example with you. Recently we all celebrated Valentine's Day, and when a lover sends a gift to the beloved, he always sends a red rose, because red rose says, I love you. So no need to send any gift, but the red rose will speak volumes. So there are many kinds of signs like this. They do help a lot, but they are not the be-all and end-all of life. Now I want to tell you another story. Mama cat and baby cat were going on a walk, and Mama cat was teaching baby cat how to speak. Mama said, now say mew, mew, mew. The baby went on saying, wow, 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 wow. Mama said, what nonsense. I am telling you to say mew, cat language, and you are using dog language. She just smiled and the baby did not listen. After some time, as they went along walking, a dog came in front. So baby started saying, bow wow, bow wow. The dog got frightened, ran away. Now the baby said, Mama, see the power of second language. If I said mew, she would have come and attacked us. I said bow, and she ran away. So remember, you should always learn a second language and you should be able to talk it correctly. So Mama was ashamed. The daughter became the teacher. From sign language, we have to move to speaking. One word at a time and then two words. Now, when children come home, I want to carry them, I want to hug them, but they start screaming. And until the time they have to leave. When they are leaving, they are all chirpy, happy, and they very happily say, Tata, see you, etc. Now, that's one word, Tata. They know only that word, but they use that, show that they are happy. That is their way of communication. Children start with words like Mama, Papa, Daddy, things like, and little verbs, small verbs like go, come, don't want, things like that, tano, etc. Children go on like that. Similarly, in Tamil also, we say Amma, Appa, Tata, Go, Va, Po, Cholada, Erada. We go on like that. So like that we can also start talking with one word. That will help us a lot because people understand us and we feel thrilled that they are communicating, and we go on and we get more courage to communicate. I am going to tell you the story of another man who used some strategies to get out of communicating with people. People thought he could communicate beautifully in English, but he knew he could not. Now, this was the man called Mullah Nasruddin, or commonly known as Haja. He was very unhappy in his own village. He had no job, and so he had to go and seek some help in the next village. He went there. He was feeling very tired and hungry, sat under a tree, closed his eyes, and seemed to be praying. Now, when people saw him sitting like that, they thought here was a great Maharshi who has come to bless their village. So they brought fruits, flowers, and put before him. And Haja was very happy. He ate them. He went on like that for a couple of days. Now the villagers wanted to listen to this great Rishi, great Mahan, and they came and asked him, Sir, please, you must talk to us. You must tell us how you became such a great Rishi. So please, will you give a lecture to our people? Now, he did not know how to talk except for one or two sentences. But he could not say no because these people respected him, and if he said, I will not speak, they'll chase him out of the village. So he said, okay, bring the villagers tomorrow. So large number of villagers came the next day, and Haja said, do you know what I am going to talk about? They said, no, we don't know what you are going to talk about. Then he said, well, if you don't know what I'm going to talk about, there is no use talking to you. So go away. So the poor villagers were disappointed and went. Again, next day they came and said, please sir, please talk to us. Then he again asked the same question. Do you know what I'm going to talk about? They said, yes, we know what you're going to talk about. Then he said, if you already know what I'm going to talk about, what is the point in talking to you? So again they went away disappointed, but they did not give up. Third day again they came, and again Haja asked the same question. He said, do you know what I'm going to talk about? Then some of them put up their hands and, yes sir, we know what you're going to talk about. Some of them put up their hands and said, no sir, we don't know what you're going to talk about. They felt they had trapped Haja now. But he said, if some of you know what I'm going to talk about, some don't know what I'm going to talk about, those who know what I'm going to talk about, please tell those who don't know. There is no need for me to talk. So the villagers could not do anything. They had to shut up. Now, this is just to say, not that you should use such strategies, but you can sometimes escape when you are not able to talk. You started using sign language. You started using emojis. You have learned to use one words. You have learned to use smile, etc. Now, you can use 2 words, 3 words, and what we call chunks. Children sometimes don't know the meaning of group of words, but they use it together. For example, let us take the greeting in English. We always say Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. We never say Happy Christmas and Merry New Year. Merry Christmas goes together as one word. Happy New Year goes together as one word. And people do not realize they are 2 words. Similarly, when you talk to a little child, it says, today is my happy birthday. The child doesn't realize happy and birthday are 2 separate words. But similarly, when we talk adults, sometimes we use a chunk of words, 3 or 4 words together without knowing that they are separate words. But it doesn't matter. You start using and then slowly we'll discover that you are using chunks. Sometimes even great speakers use chunks of words. So go ahead and use chunks. That will give you more fluency, that will give you greater courage. Now we move on to a communication with a small sentence but with mistakes. A child comes from school all excited and tells his mama what happened in the school. But he cannot talk complete sentences, he just put words together. Mama, I ball play. Teacher punish. No school tomorrow. I sick and things like that. Doesn't matter. You can also do that because from there you are going to move on to accuracy next time. Look at children in LKG, UKG, in English medium schools. This is how they talk. But we understand them and we are very happy that they are communicating. So imagine you are also an LKG child and go ahead talking. It doesn't matter. People laugh at you. You are learning and it gives you happiness. And one day you will be able to talk without any problem. Once a teacher visited a child's home and she wanted to know why the child was absent in school. But when she came home, there was nobody at home and the student's little brother only was there. So the teacher asked him, where is everybody? Then he said, Papa is out, Mama out. Then who is there with you? He said, I is here and where is your grandma? Then he said, Grandma napping upstairs. So when she asked him, where is your grandma? He imagined it was his grandmother. He said, Grandma is sleeping upstairs. So this is the kind of grammar this child used, but he was getting on with it. So even though the teacher was shocked, the child was happy, he was communicating. So we are like children sometimes. We do make mistakes. It doesn't matter. When we go on to accuracy, I'll give you strategies to speak better English without mistakes. Once you have conquered the fluency problem, going on to accuracy is not at all difficult. We'll go ahead and communicate happily. I will tell you, please don't go back to grammar. You have studied grammar for 12 years in school. You have memorized grammar rules. You know what is passive voice, you know active voice, you know present tense, past tense, you know direct speech, indirect speech. But when you talk, all this goes out of your mind. It does not come to you. What you need to do is just simple solution. You must internalize your grammar. Think of your days of speaking Tamil. The child, again I told you, at the age of 5, he speaks beautiful Tamil grammar. How did he manage? He can say, Naan pogireen, nee pogirai. He can change the verb also and speak very well. He doesn't make mistakes at all. Similarly, the English child also can say, I go, we go, they go, he goes, she goes, etc. So if the child has internalized the grammar, I'm sure he can do it. And learning grammar is not the way. I want to share a little story with you. Once we were teaching spoken English in the university for adult students, and we formed a team and we decided that we will not teach traditional grammar because traditional grammar is not helping children. So we told our team members, don't teach grammar like what is a noun, what is a verb, etc. Just teach them to speak, and in the process they will pick up grammar. If they do make mistakes, correct them, but don't go on and teach the same grammar they felt like learning when they were 12 years in school, because they'll be terribly bored and feel sick. There were 4 members in our team. 3 of them followed this rule, but 4th one decided that he was going to teach traditional grammar because he felt children should learn that grammar. But what happened? The coordinator of this course came to me one day and said, Madam, the students do not like your teaching. They think you don't know grammar. They are very happy with that other teacher who teaches them grammar. Please teach them grammar. Now we were shocked because we knew that it will not help the children, but the children had been brainwashed into thinking that if they want to speak grammatically correctly, they should learn grammar. They should go back to childhood days. And it is not going to help. As I told you, it is heavy luggage which you are carrying, which is useless for you. So I am going to give you some ways in which you can use grammatically correct English without learning and getting bored with traditional grammar. Once there was a mama and papa. They were very, very angry with each other and they were fighting. And the little boy was standing in front of them and he was very hungry and he wanted food. And he went on saying, Amma, Amma sapadu, Amma sapadu. But these parents were talking in English, fighting in English, because they did not want him to understand what they were saying. So he went on cribbing and he was feeling very, very hungry. Then the father got really angry and said, I talk, she talk. Why, center, why you talk? What he was saying was, I am talking with Amma, Amma is talking with me. நீ ஏன் நடுவில் பேசுகிற? நான் பேசிட்டு இருக்கேன், அம்மா பேசிட்டு இருக்கா, நீ நடுவில் பேசாதே. That is what he wanted to say. But in his anger, he shouted, I talk, she talk, center, why you talk. Now this sounds funny English, but sometimes we do translate like this from Tamil to English. I think we should avoid it. The first and most important problem that we face is the order of words in English is very different from order of words in Tamil grammar. For example, I say in Tamil, நான் school போகிறேன். In Hindi, we say हम school जाते. Now, if we literally translate to English, it becomes I school go. Now, that's not correct. In English, we have to say I go to school. Similarly, whenever we have a sentence in Tamil and translate in English, it becomes a problem. Similarly, if you look at questions, what are you doing? We say in English. In Tamil, நீ என்ன செய்கிறே? तू क्या करते हो? So we say நீ, you, என்ன, what, செய்கிறே, நீ என்ன செய்கிறே, what, you, what, doing. So we say in English, you are doing. And even similarly, Hindi say, तू क्या करते है? You, what, doing. So we literally translate word for word from Tamil to English. So we have to be very, very careful that word order in English is different from word order in Tamil. It's not difficult, but we just have to master it. We can start with simple sentences, then go on to more longer sentences. Another problem we have is agreement of subject and verb. What I mean is, when I say I go, he goes, she goes, they go, we go. In Tamil, the grammar is more difficult. We say, நான் போகிறேன், I go, நீ போகிறாய், you go, அவன் போகிறான், he goes. Now look at the verb in Tamil. போகிறேன், போகிறாய், போகிறான். But in English, I go, you go, she goes, they go, we go, only one verb. Actually, don't you think English grammar is easier than Tamil grammar? But we feel scared, and you have mastered Tamil grammar at the age of 3. Can't you master English grammar at 2 or 3 years? I think all you need is 2 years continuous learning, and you will be able to speak English. You don't need 12 years of schooling where you learn so much, but that was useless. Just spend 2 years in a good communication school and you will be able to speak. After that, you don't need to learn English at all. You will master it yourself. I want to encourage you with a small quotation from Abdul Kalam again. He says, when you fail, don't feel ashamed. When you make mistakes, you don't feel ashamed, because mistakes make you confident. The more mistakes you make, the more you learn. If you don't make mistakes, you never know you're wrong and nobody will correct you. So keep making mistakes, and I'll give you a short quotation. When you fail, F-A-I-L, it is an acronym for first attempt in learning. So when you make a mistake, it is not failure, it is not shame, it is only your first attempt in learning. When you go to the second one and third one, you will be able to succeed. So don't be afraid of failure. When you fall down from cycle, don't be afraid of falling, because you rise again. So when you make mistakes, be happy. I may be too exaggerated. I would say, be happy when you make mistakes, because only when you make mistakes, people correct you and you learn new grammar. If you don't make mistakes, if you keep shut up all the time, then nothing will happen. You will always be silent. So I don't want you to be silent. Keep talking. That is the advice I give you. So keep talking. Wherever you go, try to talk English. Don't worry about what people are saying. Don't worry if people laugh at you, because you want to master the language and you have to do that. Children are not afraid of talking mother tongue. They talk because they have to communicate. So you have to communicate, and you can talk, and you will talk. You must talk.